Good morning everyone. Let us review in the previous class. In the previous class we have learned about the altitude of the triangle and median of the triangle and related exercise problems we have completed. That's it. I hope you all understood that concept. What is the meaning of altitude of the triangle? The perpendicular of the vertex of the triangle to the opposite side. That's it. That is called the altitude. Altitude means the height of the triangle. Height of the triangle. For example, we have considered this one triangle. Okay, the vertex opposite side. That is the height. Vertex, the line drawn from the vertex to the opposite side of the line segment, it make a perpendicular. Okay, that is called the altitude of the triangle. So from this vertex we have drawn the one of the perpendicular, and here also we have drawn another one of the perpendicular. Okay, this is called the altitude. So perpendicular of the vertex to the opposite side is called the altitude of the triangle. Altitude of the triangle. And next one of the concept, median. Is it? This is the altitude. The next one is median. Okay. So median means a triangle. In a triangle, the vertex divide the opposite line segment equally. Divide the opposite side of the line segment equally. Then it is called the median of the triangle. For example, here 2 cm, here also 2 cm. So this vertex A, B, C. Okay. So B divide the opposite line segment AC, divide in equally. It's a midpoint. Okay. It is called the median or midpoint of the line segment. Midpoint of the line segment. Okay. These are all we have learned in the previous class. Today we are going to learn about that quadrilateral. How can you read? Quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means it has 4 sides. Quadrilateral has 4 sides, 4 vertices, okay, and 4 angles. And it has closed by the 4 line segment. It has closed figure, okay, made by the 4 line segment. 4 line segment. See. This is called the quadrilateral. Okay, it has, which are the shape you know that the quadrilaterals. This one is quadrilateral. So quadrilateral means it's a closed figure. It has 4 line segment, 4 vertices, 4 angles. Okay. And then it has three types. Okay, 2 types. Parallelogram having the 5 types. Okay, see parallelogram. So opposite sides are parallel and equal. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. The another one of that trapezium. The shape is called by trapezium. It's also one of the quadrilateral. Okay. Trapezium. Okay. The parallelogram divided. Already known that shapes names. What are there? Square. Is it? Square equal. 4 sides are equal in length. The first one. Okay. And next one. Rectangle. Okay, and third one, rhombus. It's also having the four sides. Four sides are equal in length. Okay, diagonal bisector. Diagonal means the one vertex, opposite vertex. Okay, so one vertex to the another vertex, so the opposite of that vertex make one of the line, that is called the diagonal. Okay, so it's called this rhombus. And fourth one, kite. It also having the four sides, two diagonals. The one of the diagonal is larger than the another one. Okay, kite. And it has also one more type, isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium means opposite sides are parallel and non-parallel sides are not equal. Okay, opposite sides are parallel and non-parallel sides are there. It's called the trapezium. Non-parallel sides are equal, then it is called the isosceles trapezium. Non-parallel means these are the non-parallel sides. Okay, non-parallel sides are equal, then it is called the isosceles trapezium. Okay, isosceles trapezium. Okay, these are all the shape. Okay, these all are called by the quadrilateral. These are all called by the quadrilateral. So quadrilateral means it is a closed figure. It is a closed figure. It's also one of the polygon. It's also one of the polygon. Okay. It is a closed figure bounded by four line segment. That is called the quadrilateral. It has four vertices, it has four angles, it has four line segment or sides. Is it? Okay. So quadrilateral, it is a closed figure bounded by the four line segments. It has four vertices, four angles and four sides. Okay. It have two types. The quadrilateral divided in two types. One is parallelogram, another one is trapezium. In the parallelogram having the four types. The one is square, rectangle, rhombus, kite. Okay, and trapezium having only one type is isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium. Okay, do you understand this concept? What is the definition of quadrilateral? It is a closed figure bounded by the four line segment. Okay, right. Now see the next one of that. See next one. The quadrilateral have the two diagonals. Okay. The quadrilateral A, B, C, D, all the quadrilaterals having the two diagonals. So A to C, okay, and B, D. These are all called the here AC and BD are diagonals of the quadrilateral. Okay. Diagonals of the quadrilateral. Okay, and next one, adjacent side. Adjacent side. Adjacent side means nexted one, nearest one. Okay, in a quadrilateral, ABCD, AB and BC having a common end point B. Okay, what are the sides? The side, two sides AB and BC. Okay, so two sides having a common point B. So such a sides are called the adjacent sides. Such a in quadrilateral. In quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, in a quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, the two sides. What are the sides here? AB and BC have a common point. Have a common point B. Such sides are called adjacent sides. Adjacent sides. Very clear? And one more adjacent sides. What are that? AD and CD. Here the side, two sides AD and CD have a common point D. That is called that adjacent side. Okay, and next one, opposite side. Opposite side. Opposite side means the two line segment opposite to each other. Opposite to each other. That kind of line segments are called the opposite sides. That kind of the line segments are called the opposite sides. Okay, so opposite sides means in a quadrilateral ABCD, the side AB and DC are opposite to each other. Okay, in quadrilateral ABCD, the two sides. What are the sides? AB and DC are opposite to each other. Opposite to each other. That is called the opposite sides. That is called the opposite side. And one more is AD is opposite to BC. Okay, these two are the opposite sides. Okay, very clear this concept, adjacent side and opposite side. Adjacent side means two line segment having the common point, end with common point. Okay, end with a common point. And then opposite sides, it's also one of the quadrilateral, and the two sides AB and DC are opposite to each other. Opposite to each other. That is called the opposite side. And next one is we have learned about the adjacent angles. Okay. And next one, adjacent angles. First we have learned about the adjacent side. Okay. Now we have learned about adjacent angles. Adjacent angle means two angles. Okay. Two angles having the common arm. Okay. Two angles having the common arm. Then that two angles are called the adjacent angles. Okay. See here. Okay. See what are the angles here? DAC and CAB are the adjacent angles. Okay, these two having the common arm AC. Okay, so two angles having the common arm. Two angles having the common arm. It's called the adjacent angles. Two angles have a common point. Okay, have a common arm. It's called adjacent angles. In quadrilateral, ABCD angle, DAC and CAB. Okay, CAB are adjacent angles. Adjacent angle. Okay, are you clear this concept? Adjacent angle means two angles. Okay, two angles have a common arm. Having a common arm, it's called the adjacent angles. In a quadrilateral ABCD, angle DAC and CAB are adjacent angles. AC is a common arm for the angles for DAC and CAB. Are you clear this? Okay. Adjacent angle means two angles having a common arm. Okay. Common or ray poradhu. Okay, that is called the arm. Okay. So that is called the adjacent angles. That is called the adjacent angles. And next one, opposite angles. Opposite angles means it's not having a common arm. Okay. So in the angle is the opposite. In the case of opposite angles. So two angles having no common arm. Any common arms between these two angles? No. Okay, that types of angles are called the opposite angles. Opposite angles. Opposite okay. So opposite angle means two angles have no common arm. No common arm. It is called opposite angles. Are they opposite angles? Okay. Here in a quadrilateral, ABCD, angle A is opposite to angle C. Okay. And B is opposite to angle D. Opposite. Okay. Opposite to angle C. Okay. That's it. So adjacent angles means two angles having a common point. It's called the adjacent angle. Opposite angle means two angles have a no common arm. Okay, opposite to each other. Okay, the vertices opposite to each other, that is called the opposite angles. Okay, and next one, interior and exterior of the quadrilateral. Interior and exterior of the quadrilateral. Interior and exterior of the quadrilateral. Okay. Interior and exterior of the, already you have learned the interior and exterior of the triangle. The same procedure we have followed for the quadrilateral also. Okay. So we have considered the one of the quadrilateral. It is denoted by A, B, C, D. Okay. Then few points P, Q, R, S inside. Okay. And then X, Y, Z is outside. Okay. Right. So, which are the points lying inside of the quadrilateral? It's called the interior of the quadrilateral. Interior of the quadrilateral. Okay. So, first one is interior. Interior of the quadrilateral means the points lying inside of the quadrilateral is called interior of the quadrilateral. Okay, interior of the quadrilateral. Which are the points lying inside in this diagram? From the diagram, P, Q, R, S are interior of the quadrilateral. Okay, and next one, exterior of the quadrilateral. Exterior of the quadrilateral. So, exterior of the quadrilateral means which are the points lying outside of the quadrilateral. That's all called the exterior of the quadrilateral. Okay, the points lying outside of the triangle, outside of the quadrilateral is called exterior of the quadrilateral. Okay, you should write in the full form, quadrilateral. Okay, right. And third one, which are the points lie on the line segment A, B, C, D and O. That points lie on the boundary. Is it? Boundary or lie on the line segment of the quadrilateral. These are called the boundary of the quadrilateral. Okay, boundary of the quadrilateral. Boundary of the So, boundary of the quadrilateral means which are the points lie inside of, lie on the boundary, okay, lie on the line segment, okay, the points lying on the line segment or boundary is called boundary of the quadrilateral. From this diagram, which are the points? Here, which are the points are exterior? Z, X, Y, Z. Is it? X, Y, Z are the exterior of the quadrilateral. So, which are the points here? A, B, C, D and O. From diagram, A, B, C, D and O are the boundary of the quadrilateral. Boundary of the quadrilateral. Okay, right. So now we have learned about the interior and exterior of the quadrilateral. So interior of the quadrilateral means a point lying inside of the quadrilateral is called the interior of the quadrilateral, and exterior of the quadrilateral means which are the points lie outside of the quadrilateral is called the exterior of the quadrilateral, and boundary of the quadrilateral means which are the points lying on the boundary or line segment is called the boundary of the quadrilateral. I hope you are understood this. And next one of the concept, convex quadrilateral or concave quadrilateral. And next one, convex and concave quadrilateral. Okay, convex and concave quadrilateral. Convex quadrilateral, a quadrilateral has no line segment joining any two vertices out of the boundary. That is called the convex quadrilateral. Okay, so quadrilateral you know that, is it? What are the types of quadrilateral? Already you know that. Okay, so for example I have considered the parallelogram. Okay, these are the diagonals of the parallelogram A, B, C, D. Okay, so any point, a quadrilateral has no line segment joining any two vertices. ஏதாவது verticesக்கு எந்த line joiningum எதுக்கு வெளியில இருக்க கூடாது? Lies outside the boundary of the quadrilateral. Lies outside the boundary of the quadrilateral. It's called the convex quadrilateral. It's called the convex quadrilateral. Okay, concave quadrilateral means any one, at least any one of the line segment. Okay, join outside the boundary. That is called the concave quadrilateral. A quadrilateral has at least one line segment. Joining the vertices lies outside the boundary of the quadrilateral. Okay, here no line segment joining. Okay, no line segment joining any two vertices of the quadrilateral lies outside of the boundary. இங்க எந்த எதுவுமே outsideல என்ன ஆகாதுமா vertices வந்து join ஆகாது. அப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது என்னன்னு சொல்லுவோம்? Convex. அப்போ all the quadrilaterals. Okay, all the types of quadrilaterals, what are the? Square, rhombus, rectangle, kite, parallelogram, trapezium. Okay, these are all the types having the inside of that diagonals only there. No lies outside any vertices join outside of the boundary of the quadrilateral. Is it? Any two vertices so of the quadrilateral lies outside the boundary of the quadrilaters. So these are all called the convex quadrilaterals. Convex. Okay, and then concave quadrilateral, at least one of the line segment joining the quadrilateral lie outside of the quadrilateral. Lies outside. See this diagram. Is this quadrilateral? Is this quadrilateral or not? Yes, quadrilateral. Why? Here how many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So quadrilateral means the closed figure bounded by the 4 line segment. So it's one of the closed figure. It has 4 line segment. So it's also one of the quadrilateral. Okay. In the 2 vertices, for example, A, B, C. நான் A and C நான் என்ன பண்ணுறேமா ஜாயின் பண்ணுறேன். ஓகேவா? ஸோ இப்படி ஜாயின் பண்ணி இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது வந்து என்னென்னு சொல்லுவோமா concave quadrilateral சொல்லுவோம். In a concave quadrilateral at least one angle is reflex angle. ஒரு angle எப்படி இருக்கும்? reflex angle. Reflex angle means greater than 180 degree. Greater than 180 degree. That is greater than 180 degree. That is called the reflex angle. Okay. So convex quadrilateral means the quadrilateral has no line segment joining the 2 vertices of the quadrilateral lies outside of the boundary of the quadrilateral. Here your quadrilateral has at least one line segment. One line segment என்ன ஆகுதுமா joining the vertices lies outside of the boundary. The boundary completed, is it? So outside of the boundary of the quadrilateral, it's called the concave quadrilateral. Concave quadrilateral at least one angle is reflex angle. At least one angle is reflex angle. So reflex angles means greater than 180 degree. Greater than 180 degree. I hope you have understood these two concepts. Today we have learned about the types of quadrilaterals. Is it? What are the types? First we have learned the quadrilateral. After learn about the types of quadrilateral, and then interior and exterior of the quadrilateral, and adjacent side, opposite side, and adjacent angle, opposite angles, and finally we have learned about the convex quadrilateral and concave quadrilateral. Okay. I will give one video for you for activity related to the quadrilateral. Everyone should complete and send it to you. If you have any doubt in this concept, you will ask in the online class. Thank you, students.
Hello students. We have studied that all closed figures with 4 sides are called quadrilaterals. Quad means 4 and lateral means sides. The sides of the quadrilateral may be equal, unequal, parallel or irregular, which forms the basis of varying shapes in these 4-sided shapes. In this video we are going to see the various types of quadrilaterals and their properties based on their sides, diagonals and angles. If a quadrilateral has one pair of opposite sides which are parallel, what we get is a trapezium. Hence a trapezium has one pair of opposite sides which are parallel. The parallel sides are called the base and the non-parallel sides are called the legs. The diagonals need not be equal, and they need not bisect each other. The angles at the ends of each non-parallel sides are supplementary. If the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, then we will get an isosceles trapezium. Hence an isosceles trapezium has one pair of opposite sides which are parallel, and a pair of opposite sides which are equal and non-parallel. The diagonals of an isosceles trapezium are equal. The diagonals of an isosceles trapezium divide each other proportionally. The angles at the ends of each parallel sides are equal. The angles at the ends of each non-parallel sides are supplementary. If opposite sides of a trapezium become equal and parallel, we get a parallelogram. Hence in a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and equal. Diagonals are not equal. They bisect each other. Opposite angles are equal. And sum of any two adjacent angles is 180 degrees. In a parallelogram, if all the four angles become equal, what we get is a rectangle. A rectangle is an equiangular parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. Diagonals are equal. They bisect each other. All four angles are equal. Each angle will be right angle as we divide 360 degrees by 4. In a parallelogram, if all the four sides become equal, what we get is a rhombus. A rhombus is an equilateral parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel, and all four sides are equal. Diagonals are not equal. They bisect each other at right angle. Opposite angles are equal. And sum of any two adjacent angles is 180 degrees. In a parallelogram, if all the four sides and all the four angles become equal, what we get is a square. A square is an equilateral and equiangular parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel, and all four sides are equal. Diagonals are equal. They bisect each other at right angle. All four angles are equal. Each angle will be right angle as we divide 360 degrees by 4. Next we are going to see about a special type of quadrilateral, as it has no pair of parallel sides. In a quadrilateral, if two pairs of adjacent sides are equal, what we get is a kite. The longer diagonal bisects the shorter diagonal at right angle. Only one pair of opposite angles are equal.